So we're here in Athens with Cocoa Brown boss herself, Marissa Carter. Marissa, tell us why we're here.
Oh, well, we decided that this year's press trip that we'd come to Athens in Greece. We were inspired by Athena, the Greek goddess of empowerment, courage, strength, wisdom, and generosity. So I thought, you know what, those pretty much sum up the values of the Cocoa Brown brand and what we're about. So I thought it'd be a great place to come to her city and launch the new Cocoa Brown Winter Tan Ultra Dark shade.
Yeah, so show us the bottle, please, and explain to us the difference between this one and the extra dark.
So, well, the Ultra Dark will darken your skin colour by 6 shades in just one application. So just a lot of people had said to me that they love the extra dark, but they still always put 2 layers on and that it just wasn't dark enough. So I thought, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to bring out a tan that will just blow all the other tans out of the water, that it's going to be so dark you will not be able to go any darker. Okay. So one application, 6 shades darker, and you'll just be so dark.
So how long would you advise for someone to put this on for? Because a lot of people would wear tan for about a day before they wash it off. What would you do?
Well, you know what? After about 3 hours, all the active ingredient, DHA, that's all gone into the skin, and no more is going to get in there after 3 hours. So leaving it on for 3 hours is really, that's absolute maximum absorbency that you can get from the product. So just, I suppose, what a lot of people might not know is that DHA, the active tanning ingredient, that reaches its darkest point in your skin about 48 hours after you've put the tan on. Okay. So let's say you have a wedding or you have a big event that you are going to and you want to be really, really dark. Do your tan 2 days before the event and your skin will be at its maximum depth of colour.
Okay, amazing. So stop wearing it for more than a couple of days. Obviously Athena, the goddess of courage, you're really great at promoting other women, especially in the industry and just in general, I know entrepreneur-wise as well, like you're working with young girls as well. So what's your advice, I suppose, for women at the moment? How can we come together and support each other? Because there's a lot of negativity in the world as well. So what do you think is the next step for women in general in Ireland anyway?
Well, I think I've always said it that I really believe that self-belief is one of the strongest factors for success, and I think that's where you need to start. I don't think that you can't really empower someone else or be an inspiration to someone else if you yourself don't feel empowered or feel courageous or feel that you can do it. And I think that maybe one of the reasons why why other people might see the Cocoa Brown story as inspiration for them is that I'm really not that special. No, but I really do think that people think, oh well, if she can do it, I can do it. I've had a couple of other women in the beauty industry that have started, that have brought out their own products or that have created their own brands, and they've said, oh, I saw you that you had done it and you had a salon beforehand, and I myself, I would have looked at the likes of Jo Malone and seen her success and just thought, oh wow, she started out as a therapist. So I saw her story and I felt empowered and inspired by that. So I suppose I hope that people look at the Cocoa Brown story of success and think, do you know what, if she can do it, I can do it, because she's really not that great.
And that's true. I think a lot of people have found you inspirational. I think a lot of people were sad when you left social media, because I think that was one of the things, people were able to follow your story and see what you're doing. So why did you leave social media, and are you going to come back?
Well, I really do miss it, and I suppose there were probably a couple of reasons why I left. The first was that I just find social media so distracting. 10 minutes can turn into 1 hour so fast. It's also, it can be I've said this, it can be a time suck. Also, it's difficult to get the balance right between work and family life, and I was just feeling under a lot of pressure and overwhelmed with everything. and we've a lot of, we're very busy in the Coke Brown office. There's a lot of new things coming up, and I really just felt like I can't do it all. Something has to give, and obviously, I still need to go to work every day and do my job, and I love my family, and I can't spend any less, I don't want to spend any less time with them, and so something has to give. And for me, it was social media. I just thought, okay, this is one element that isn't an absolute, like, it's not crucial, it's not necessary. I love it, but it is something that I could just take a break from and I can come back to.
And you're always good at getting back to people and messaging people, but I'm sure there was probably a lot of messages on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just even say on Instagram, I think I had 108,000 followers or something, and I love I really, really can't tell you how much I love giving beauty advice. I love it, and I'd always get excited when I'd get a message from someone and they're asking, I have this skin type or that skin type, or what makeup do you think would work for this or that, and I love it, but I feel so guilty if I don't reply. Like, I'm not one of those people that can get a message and just ignore it. It would be on my mind all day. I need to get back to that person. And I suppose for me, my personal Instagram account, that was personal. Like, I didn't have any staff helping me with it. It's not part of my business. So I wasn't gonna. A couple of people said, "Oh, why don't you employ someone to help you, run your personal social media account?" And I just thought, oh, that's not what my personal social media account is about, and I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be a sales channel. I've never used my personal social media to, ram my brand or my business down people's throat. It's never been about that. It's always just been about me and, what I love, what I like, and just kind of sharing bits of my life.
And even though you miss it, there obviously is quite a lot, I think, of negativity on social in general across the world, not just in Ireland. So what do you think we can do to improve that? Because obviously, speaking about women and positivity, there's a lot of young girls on Instagram or Snapchat now, and they're kind of getting embroiled in this as well. So I suppose, what would you say to young women on social media?
Well, I think that negativity is like a boomerang. So, if you put out negativity, it is going to eventually come back to you. So just be careful of the vibes that you put out and put out there. And I think young girls as well, I think they should know that they don't have to be on social media just because all their friends are. And if they want to take a break from social media, that's okay. It's okay to do it. And to get out and meet people, go out there and meet your friends, meet your friends for a coffee and spend time with them. Like, I know that when I said I was taking a break from social media, loads of my friends messaged me and were like, "Hiya, are you around next week for a coffee?" First of all, I think maybe they were afraid I was having a nervous breakdown and they wanted to just check on me. But I think as well that, if you're not seeing what people are up to, what your friends are up to all the time on social media, you have to meet them to find out how they are. And that's not a bad thing, because, people put out obviously the best of their lives on social media. So you might think that your friend is okay because you're seeing all their stuff on social media, but maybe they're not, and it's good to meet up with friends and see them face to face.
And definitely I think it's important not to be comparing yourself to others, which is kind of one of the big problems I think with social media at the moment as well.
It is. And you know what, we're all guilty of comparing our lives, our businesses, every element of our lives are comparable on social media, and it's not a healthy thing to compare yourself to other people and their lives. It really, really isn't. And I think, but we're all, we are all guilty of it. But I really, really hope that when my children grow up, that this social media craze has died down and it's not that big a thing anymore, because I don't want them comparing themselves to other people online.
And everybody wants to know, are you going to come back? Can we expect Marissa Carter to return on social media?
I don't know. I mean, part of me loves it. I really, really enjoy it. I enjoy connecting with people. I enjoy sharing advice. I enjoy just I love looking at what other people are up to. But the negative side as well. I'm trying to weigh up the pros and the cons at the moment. I really cannot decide. I mean, I could be back tomorrow. I don't know. But equally, I think I could equally, not go back.
Really?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's so hard. I'm so torn about it. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I think one of the other things about social media as well is that we see what other people are doing, or we see what other brands are doing even, and that trap of comparing ourselves. And I think that one of the messages that I read or I heard many years ago was that her success is not your failure, and that has really stuck with me, and I try and remind myself of that as frequently as possible, to see other people's success as something, as an inspiration, rather than as I wish that rather than sort of coveting or envying what you see on social media. Like, I've had 2 kids, I do not have a washboard stomach, and right before I quit social media I saw an Instagram post from some fitness person, and first of all, she was probably 23, and second of all, she definitely never had kids, and third of all, she's a fitness is her career. And I just remember thinking, like I wish I looked like that, and then I needed to say to myself, would you ever wise up? And I'm a 35-year-old woman, so if I'm feeling that, what are younger girls that maybe aren't as confident, what are they feeling when they see those images? Does it make them feel bad about themselves, or do they think, right, I'm going to go to the gym now because I see that? And there's a really fine line between being inspired and feeling envious of what you see online, and I just don't think that you can ever get that right 100% of the time. And maybe then it's about taking a break and maybe self-regulating how much time we spend on social media.
Well, look, we hope you come back because we're missing you loads. Finally, obviously, the last time we chatted, you told us you have 130 new products coming out. We're so excited. Can you give us any hints? Can you tell us anything?
Look at you trying to get an exclusive. Anything at all. A clue will I give you without giving the game away? It's not tan. It's not tan. It's not tan. It's not tan related. Beauty, related.
We are so excited.
You are going to. I know that you're gonna absolutely love the products when you see them. Yeah, you're gonna be really excited.
Cocoa Brown trip. It's been absolutely amazing. What's your highlight?
Can't say on camera.
Okay, what's a PG highlight?
PG highlight? No, it's been really great. Just having the chats with the girls. It's been just really nice to have some sunshine in my bones as well.
We all got to use a bit of the Golden Goddess as well to make sure we were shimmering in the sunlight. So just for a moment to move on from the tan, you have 130 new products coming out. I know your lips are sealed, but is there anything you can tell us? Because everybody wants to know.
It's not going to be under the Cocoa Brown brand.
Okay.
The initials will still be CB by Marissa Carter, but I can't reveal the name yet of the new brand. You will be able to use the products, of course, with your tan, but the products are not tanning related at all.
And how long will we be waiting, or is that still a secret? Top secret?
We're hoping to launch this July.
And Goss.ie will be one of the first to preview it, of course.
Absolutely. I promise you, you will get a sneak peek before everyone else.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for bringing us on this trip. It's been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Bang.